Good afternoon. As you can tell by my hat, I am here at Mount Rainier National Park. Specifically, I'm here at Reflection Lake, which is really more a matter of non-reflections right now because of the wind. We're supposed to be getting good sunset light here, but I tend to be very dubious about that because it looks like there's a bank of clouds moving in, but that's not too bad because frankly, you always get some good photo opportunities up in this area. Now, one thing that will work, whether you have background or not, are water shots up against, I hope I can show this here, it doesn't seem to be cooperating. Shots of flowers against the water. And right now I'm actually getting a reflection of the mountain, although a very vague one. So I'm going to be taking a few shots here and see how it turns out. Now, one of the most iconic flowers you're going to find around here is the Indian paintbrush, which can range anywhere from orange to maroon or purple, magenta, I should say. And I have a bit of them over here, a couple of the branches here. I will try isolating them with a long lens. At the moment, what I'm trying to do is walk along the shores of the lake and find a good composition should the sunset light be really good, with sets of flowers in the front and a good view onto Mount Rainier. Sometimes that's kind of tricky because, as you can see, we also have these pines growing, which are quite nice in and of themselves. But if you have a few of those sticking right up in front of the mountain, then the foreground isn't going to be that great anyway. So I should be looking. One thing I should mention was that when I first got out of the car before doing any scouting, I just had my phone with me. There was a very fearless chipmunk sitting on one of these rocks over here. And so I went over to it and got lots of photos of it. And it would not budge. It was quite happy to pose for me. Maybe it's assigned by the Mount Rainier Wildlife Union to be designated to be the photographic interest for all the tourists coming up here, but here are the pictures of that particular little chipmunk now. Now here is a potentially good spot for sunset if we get a good one, if I want to do a vertical composition, because you see, here we have a whole bunch of flowers in the foreground, doing some paintbrush, and then if you go up, you've got the mountain in the background. If that works, it would be wonderful. Could probably even do a horizontal here now that I look at it, but I will keep looking and keep it in mind that it's all dependent on the light. By contrast, here's an example of a problematic location, because as you can see, really nice foreground, lots of paintbrush, lots of other flowers, but you also have the tree there. And so that's going to be drawing attention away from the mountain, and it just simply will not work. So that's the problem with trying to do one here. I'm also going to be taking a shot into the sun away from the mountain. Obviously the sun itself is going to blow out everything, but it might be an interesting moody picture anyway. I'm finding a good few places where I can probably set up for sunset if it works out that way. At this point, though, what I'll be doing as I approach sunset, I'll be taking off the 28 to 200 lens, which I'm using right now because I may want to get detail shots too, and I'll be going to my 17 to 28 because basically, especially when I do a wide angle view of all this and get some flowers in the front and Rainier in the back, it's going to be too wide for this one here, so at that point I'll just switch over. But at the moment I'm still looking for good shots that don't involve a whole panorama, so I'm going to be using this for a little while. We still have probably about an hour before sunset, so we'll see what comes up. Right now, as I'm walking back toward the western part of the lake, I'm getting a lot of wildflowers being backlit by the sun, and that's offering some good photo opportunities too, so I'm grabbing shots as I go. Don't look now, but it appears the wind has dropped, so we are getting a reflection lake. Now, really all I need is some decent sunset light, and who knows if we'll get that or not, but this looks like a good place to set up in that case. Well, I've got my position set up. As you see, I got the flowers in the foreground. I've got the branch bending over here, framing the mountain. Now, all we have to do is wait and see if the light is kind to us or not. I'll take a picture here anyway, so you can see what it looks like now. And now we will sit and wait, and if I get anything, they'll be coming up right now. If not, thanks for coming along. I'll see you on my next expedition. Bye.